Hey man, it's me, Kevin Smith. Are you listening to the right podcast? Because you're supposed to be listening to Three Guys in a Flick. Are you listening to that right now? Then you're in the right place. Enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The show is about to begin.
That's my working theory too. Feral horse, mad, tumor-ridden, jumps in the middle of the road, not the fault of any one driver per se.
It's a fucking unicorn.
Three guys and a flick with Don, Ken, and John. Dive into the movies well after the dawn. From the good to the bad to the wildly absurd. They give a fuck about films. Their voices are heard.
Welcome back. You are listening to Three Guys in a Flick. This is where we review the good, the bad, and the absurd. Tonight's episode, Death of a Unicorn. Beware spoilers. Coming to you from the Leopold estate, my name is Don. Hey, John, stop playing with your unicorn horn. You're going to poke your eye out or something. And to my right, we have the comic book guy, John.
Pack your scran and call your nan. Hunting party moves out in 5.
And joining us tonight for her first time on the podcast, this is Mackenzie.
I'm a horny friend. And magical.
All right. The professor won't be joining us tonight. He has the night off. Tonight we are talking about Death of a Unicorn. Death of a Unicorn comes to us via the Broncos helmet, submitted by one of our listeners, McLovin, which I know is Keenan. So I know you won't listen to this, bud, but this one is for you. Released on March 28th, 2025, Death of a Unicorn was directed by Alex Sharfman, written by Alex Sharfman, and it stars Paul Rudd, Jenna Ortega, Will Poulter, Tia Leone, Richard E. Grant, Anthony Kerrigan, and a bunch of other unicorns.
How'd this movie do, Don?
This movie was made for $15 million and brought in $16 million.
Hey, at least they made back their money.
Nailed it.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah. Had either of you seen this movie going into it?
I did not see it in the theaters, but immediately when it was released on Max, I had to watch it because the trailers had gotten me excited about this one.
Yeah? Yeah. What about you there, kiddo?
Same. Had to watch it. Unicorn, death. I'm all about it. And it did not disappoint.
Awesome. It was Keenan who, in fact, said, Dad, you got to watch Death of a Unicorn. And I went, really? And he goes, just watch it. And I did. And it was actually very delightful.
For me, it was seeing it. I kept thinking, oh, this is going to be a cult classic. It immediately just jumped in my mind. And then I also thought, is it going to be just a comedy horror, or is it going to be a movie that's going to take itself too seriously and try to really play off the unicorn as this evil, scary monster thing?
Sure, absolutely. I think it is a story about humanity, and that the unicorns are metaphors and a backdrop to what we saw. And at the heart of it, I think it really is a story about a family who is dealing with the loss.
I also saw it as an anti-capitalism movie.
Oh, sure.
Oh, totally.
You know, a lot of these movies work out that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
I also just love any movie where I get to root for like really good death scenes and the monster. And so it just, the fact that you're cheering for the unicorn makes me so happy.
You also early on are already picking out, okay, I want this one person to get it. I want this one to go horribly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so this movie is produced by A24, who seems to have a pretty good track record out in the cinemas. Yep. And I agree with you both. This movie, I was definitely rooting for the unicorn, but at the same time, I'm rooting for Ridley and Elliot as well, bringing to what I thought was a beautiful looking movie. The palette and the shots, it was very high quality. And the fact that they got me to buy that unicorns were real, I mean, they're doing their fucking job, right?
And not just real, but gonna like come for you and fuck you up.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you fuck with them or their babies.
Yeah.
They were able to make them scary. I mean, that's a pretty big feat without making it too just gimmicky and ridiculous. They did a fairly good job of making them kind of ferocious.
And it had heart. I mean, there were 2 scenes I can specifically think of that, I
Made
welled
you
up
tear
just
up
a
a
little
little
bit. Yeah.
You're a big crier.
But yeah, and as a father, which is
grandpa.
A grandpa.
thank you, and as a grandpa, I kind of watch movies in a different light. So the scenes with Elliot and Ridley toward the end, really good.
One of the things I really appreciated too is this movie played homage to a lot of other classic movies, and it openly did it. It didn't just do it in that they kind of stole things here and there. The director actually said it was a movie that was dedicated to these other movies.
And hit me, what were they?
Well, one was Aliens, obviously. I mean, the devices made the freaking alien noises.
Agreed. Go on.
Jaws.
Yes.
Another one was Jurassic Park because they made the Velociraptor sounds. They said that the director said that he took the idea for the little space nebula vision quest thing from
2001.
2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yeah.
And you thought there was another one. Do you remember what that one was?
Not only is it Jurassic Park because of the whole clever girl bit, but it's also the Lost World.
Oh, yeah.
When they kidnap the baby Tyrannosaurus and the parents come for it, which got me thinking is also like Jaws 3 because they capture the baby shark, it dies, and who comes looking for it? Mama Shark.
I really thought when she started talking about the oxygen tanks and how they explode, I was like, oh, this is Jaws. This is Jaws all over again. They're going to blow up the unicorn.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I thought too.
Being a new mom, I was watching this, and anytime the baby died or something happened, I was like, Mom's coming for you. We're going to fuck you up. You're messing with our baby. And
Yeah.
Mama Unicorn is going to stomp on you, poke you, stab you, all the things.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
well deserved.
Yes.
Yeah. So this movie is directed by Alex Sharfman. Do you know any of his other works?
This was his very first movie directing.
Oh, really?
Yep. He had not directed before. I tried to look up what he's done since or what he's got on the books, but I don't know if I found anything.
You don't know if you didn't find anything or you didn't find anything?
I don't know. I don't remember yesterday.
Yeah, and for his directorial debut, I thought he did a great job.
Yeah, can you imagine this being your first movie? Hey, we want you to make a movie about killer unicorns.
Well, since he wrote it, I think he probably had a good idea of how it was going to go.
He took this movie extremely seriously. He didn't want it just to be a cartoony, unicorns are the bad guy kind of thing. He actually wanted it to be full of unicorn lore. And so he went to find everything he could find out about unicorns and actually work in the lore and those actual tapestries and everything into this movie.
Well, it fucking worked
It
because
was
I
great.
bought it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's talk about this cast a little bit. Sir Paul Rudd, what'd you guys think of Ant-Man?
I always love Paul Rudd. He's always hilarious, but the only gripe I had is we didn't have enough Paul Rudd in this movie. And by that, I mean, they were kind of making a comedy horror movie. They should have amped it up with some more Paul Rudd.
Oh, interesting take. Interesting take. What about you there?
I think Paul Rudd is hilarious. I think about, oh gosh, what's the movie? I Love You, Man? Is
Yeah.
that the one that he does? And so anytime I just see his face on the screen, I just start laughing and giggling and thinking about him like playing the air guitar. And
Slapping the bass.
yes, thank you.
Slapping the
Slapping
bass.
the bass.
Listeners, I
Yeah.
love you, man. Please and thank you. Then maybe Mackenzie will come back on.
And then at the end, when he like somehow magically had the unicorn following him with the horn, I'm like, oh, Paul Rudd, you did it again.
Yeah.
Everybody loved Paul Rudd, even the unicorns.
Yes.
I went into this, the first time I watched it, I kind of thought, wow, what a shitty fucking dad, right? And it just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And then I watched it again for the recording and I changing my tune. I think he plays the switch from absentee father running and hiding from his emotions to an actual father. I saw the moment where it happens in the switch and I fucking bought it. So I thought he did a great job.
For me, it was the first time I saw it. You're absolutely right. I thought he is such a shitty asshole father. And then when I watched it the second time, I saw it from the point of view of he's doing anything he can for his daughter, even putting himself, kissing the ass of these people that obviously he doesn't like or doesn't care about, but it's all for his daughter. So I kind of saw it in a different light the second time through.
Yeah.
You also kind of can tell that like he doesn't quite know how to relate to his teenage daughter they both have gone through this traumatic event, but he's also like, I'm trying to do all the things that I would do when you were a little girl, but it's not working because now you're a teenager. And like,
Oh.
there's a scene where he talks about like, you look really good. It's like, that's not what you say to your daughter after that fight, but
Yeah.
you're trying. And
Teenage daughters be crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, teenage kids be crazy.
yeah, teens.
Boy and girl, for sure. For sure.
Can't wait for that chapter.
Jenna Ortega. What'd you guys think of Jenna Ortega?
Wednesday Addams.
She got this right before her big break as Wednesday Addams.
I
love her.
thought she did a great job. I'm a big fan of Jenna Ortega. I really liked her in the newest Scream series. I think she brings a lot of good character to that, and so I look for good things to come from her.
She made me want to vape.
Kind of, right?
I was like, oh, the way she's ripping that vape, I could maybe go for that.
Is it weird that anytime I see anybody vape on the movies, I can't help but think, is that nicotine or weed?
Oh,
Because everybody knows where my mind goes, right? It's weed, right?
Well, I got the impression that she's home from college because they said she was off at school.
Yeah.
So I immediately went to, oh yeah, it's weed.
Oh, there you go.
I think it's just whatever I'm in the mood for. So if I'm watching it, drinking a martini, I'm like, oh, that's got to be nicotine.
Yeah.
But if I'm like eating popcorn and have a bunch of snacks, weed.
Oh my gosh,
I want the munchies.
That's a perfect.
Depends
that's a
on the
perfect description. Will Poulter, what do you guys know him from?
Well, we know him from Guardians of the Galaxy 3, Volume 3.
Uh-huh.
In fact, the more I see of him, the more I love him. He is becoming comedy gold in these movies.
He has a great recurring role on The Bear. Do you ever watch The Bear?
No,
Oh, it's so good.
I
It's
keep
on,
hearing about it.
It's on Hulu, but he's like one of the chefs.
He was in that movie too with Jennifer Aniston. What was that movie? They were smuggling
We Are the
drugs.
Millers.
We Are the Millers.
When he gets his balls bit.
Oh my God, that had me laughing so much. That's so good.
That was my first introduction to him, and I think he's, like I said, he's got a bright future in comedy.
And I really think he did a great job in this, and I love to despise his character and his comeuppance at the end. So satisfying.
He's like,
I felt it right when that
Yes.
mule kick. Oh
well,
my
you
God.
also saw when he's tying up the, it's like this kid is not good at anything. There's no way he's going to be good at tying knots
Right.
enough to keep a unicorn down. But I think he was the perfect, like he's exactly what those two parents would have created. Like
Yeah.
this asshole son who's just,
Oh, for sure.
Well, I'm already planning the sequel, and I think because there has to be some effect of him snorting the unicorn horn. So I want to see in the sequel, he comes back to life to make it to the sequel one. That gave him the
I
kind
could see
of
that.
rebirth thing.
he smoked it, snorted it, probably would have injected it if he had the chance.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yep.
Tio Leone. We haven't seen her in a minute. What do you
No.
guys think of her as the evil villain?
I thought she did a great job, but I could see almost a lot of other actresses in that same role.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. What do you think?
She's in Fun with Dick and Jane, right?
Yes, she is.
I really adore her. I love just when she's like getting her insides ripped out and she's just screaming to her son and he just looks away. I was like, no, but also you deserve that.
Totally.
But I adore her.
And we'll talk about this a little later. I want you guys to think about what was your favorite kill. So, I thought she did a great job. I've liked her ever since Bad Boys, the original. She was in Deep Impact and Fun with Dick and Jane, and I think I thought it was nice to see her back, or see her in something that I hadn't seen.
She played a believable evil businesswoman.
Absolutely. And along with that, playing her husband, Richard E. Grant. What'd you think of Odell?
Evil.
Evil for sure. I don't think I knew him from anything else. He didn't seem, should I know him?
He's a character actor. He's in a lot of stuff. He was in Rise of Skywalker, and he was in something we just fucking reviewed. What was it?
You should be asking the professor.
Oh, I would if he was here. No, I thought he did a fantastic job as the overall villain, mastermind of the whole thing. I believed it.
Easy to hate.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, when he came back to life and, was on his deathbed, came back to life, blah, blah, blah. You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of the Wolverine.
Yes.
As the old guy.
I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. He was just one of those that you were rooting for his death. And then when you see that one scene that we'll get to and you're thinking, oh, fuck, is he going to become friends with him? And nope, we got our comeuppance that we were
saw
hoping
that.
for.
I saw that coming a mile away. I was just waiting for it.
My mom called it when he thought, and you're going to didn't mean to touch your horn. And she said, and he's going to stab you, like right when it happened. And we're like, yeah.
That's one of those
fuck that
cheer
guy.
moments. Yeah, totally. Anybody else in the cast jump out at you?
Anthony Kerrigan. We have actually seen him a few times lately.
Yeah.
In fact, he does a fantastic job in Twisted Metal in that new series. He was just in the new Superman movie.
He's
Metamorpho.
NoHo Hank from Barry, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Griff?
where he
We're
became
talking about
famous.
Griff?
Yeah.
Okay.
That Griff,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
He was Metamorpho in the
Superman.
new Superman movie.
Yeah.
And he was in Gotham. I don't know if you ever watched that series.
No, I never really got into
He was
that.
Zax in Gotham.
Yeah.
So he's been in a lot of things, and I've always thought he's a great actor.
He in this movie as Griff is borderline one of my favorite
Absolutely.
characters.
He took
They're so good.
He's like subtly brilliant.
Yes.
Like when the power's out and he's just handing out flashlights and directing, it's like you can just tell this family would be nowhere without Griff.
Exactly.
He said his role was inspired. He actually did a lot of studying of silent actors like Charlie Chaplin and all them, so he could kind of have those facial moments and cues and things like that to kind of subtly blend in the background, but have a little bit of a comedic effect.
I can totally see that. In his final scene when the unicorns are going by and he's rolling up his window, like you can totally see a lot of acting in the face.
I will say that this movie was missing one actor that I think would have absolutely blown this movie away.
Danny Trejo?
No.
Antonio
I was
Banderas.
thinking Antonio Banderas.
No, we'll save that one.
Who?
Michael Pena.
Who?
Luis from Ant-Man.
Oh, Michael Pena?
Pena.
Would you say Pena?
Pena.
Oh my gosh, you're so
Pena.
white.
Penis?
Uh-oh. It's coming out early. I mean the word, not the
ew,
whoa.
I
Under
just
the
want
table.
you to imagine him in this movie, but when they start talking about the lore and telling the backstory of the unicorns, let him do it.
Oh, but all you're doing is putting Michael Pena from Ant-Man in this movie.
He should be in every Paul Rudd movie. I mean, in fact, he should be the narrator in any movie.
If you want a narrator, you need Ice-T
Oh, he's
or
good.
Morgan Freeman.
That's true,
Those
too.
are like
but
the two top narrators.
but-
Respect.
I'll put in Michael Pena at any time.
Yeah.
Pena, did I say that right this time?
This time.
So talking about the A24.
Yeah.
So in their movie Uncut Gems,
Yes.
whenever they would talk about the gem and like the kind of visual trip that happens, that reminded me of the unicorn horn. Anytime you touch the unicorn horn,
yeah.
it's kind of the similar space odyssey, the music playing. So A24.
Fucking A. Have you seen Uncut Gems?
No, I have not. I've been waiting for someone to put that in the helmet.
It's in the helmet. We just gotta draw it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
yeah, it is really good. I think one of Adam Sandler's finest.
Yes.
That and You Don't Mess with the Zohan.
Yep.
But that's a
Smell it,
another-
smell
Another
it, smell it. Now
weird
take it.
metaphor I thought maybe they snuck in this movie is I almost felt like, the horn, anytime they have like a horn or something in the movie, it's like sexualized. It's supposed to be representative
Of what, John?
of a penis.
Yeah.
And so you notice that every time someone touched it, they kind of orgasmed and saw space and time and the brains exploded.
That's what happens
That's
when
what happens when you touch a penis.
Exactly. When you touch your unicorn horn.
I don't know what's more disturbing. You know what? Never mind. I'm not even going.
I'm getting along great when we can't.
Yeah, you guys are. I'm just gonna let you
We're
guys
bonding
go.
over penises.
Exactly.
That makes sense. That makes sense. All right. So, what do you think, there, guys? Should we get into some unicorn trivia?
Well, since the professor's not here this week, I think we should just take turns asking each other some trivia and see if Mackenzie can get some of them.
Hey, that is a splendid idea.
One horn up.
All right, you want to go first? You want me to go first?
I'll go first.
All right, fire away there, guy.
How many times does Elliot hit the unicorn with the tire iron?
You motherfucker! You just stole one of
One
my
of yours.
questions.
I can't even believe that's a question. I have no idea.
5.
5 is the answer.
Really? Wow.
I stopped it. I love the first one because it's Ortega's. So good.
So brutal.
Yes.
Yes, it was a face shot.
All night long. All night
All
long.
night long.
Okay. What did Shepard throw to distract the unicorn?
His slipper. Oh, Mackenzie. His slipper.
That is correct.
Fuck you,
Correct.
John.
My turn.
Yeah.
Why does Shepard suggest using matte paper for Ridley's posters?
Mackenzie. Because the glossy one is overrated. Something about, I don't know, the glosses.
That's very close. Get a half a point.
It's like the gloss is posh or something like that.
You are so close too. The gloss is gauche.
Gauche. You know what?
Gauche.
Since I'm such a gracious host, I'm going to allow Mackenzie to have the
That's
full
going to
point.
give me 2 points.
Yeah, 2 points.
You're never
Okay.
gracious with me.
I'm going to give you 4 seconds to think about that comment and rethink it.
Oh, okay.
After photography, what hobby does Shepard take on?
Archery.
Holy
Oh.
shit.
John, archery.
There you go,
Wow.
buddy. Good job. Yeah.
Oh, Griff did find my bow.
I owe him an apology.
Graf, get Elliot some shorts.
He doesn't mind.
Graf, never mind.
Who is the first person to use the term unicorn?
Mackenzie. Jenna Ortega?
Yeah, Ridley. And how does she say it?
It's a fucking unicorn.
Exactly.
Good
3 points.
3 points. I think she is. Do you have another one?
I do have another one. Do you not have another one?
You fucking took mine with how many times does Paul Rudd hit the fucking unicorn?
Mackenzie. 5.
Oh my God, she's up to 4.
Okay, well,
She's running away with this one.
Here's a tough one.
All right.
How many deaths take place in Death of a Unicorn?
So you have the family. So there's 3. You have both doctors. That's 5. You have 2 henchmen in the beginning, another henchman on the hunt, and then the lady henchman. I'm going to say 9.
No, I think it's wrong because you also kill the unicorn.
No, none of them. Well, he comes back to
Well,
life,
yeah,
right?
okay,
so,
okay.
But
All right.
he still dies.
Oh,
so 10.
Mackenzie, 10.
No.
Fuck.
They only kill 1 unicorn. You know that, right?
How many times do they kill the
Oh.
unicorn?
3, 2. Mackenzie, 12. 11.
11. Mackenzie. That's what I counted. If you count the unicorn twice, you can also count. I think there was less henchmen because if you count, Elliot died once as well and came
Oh.
back.
Oh,
So
I suppose.
I didn't say how many stayed dead.
The henchmen are right because the first time it attacks, you see 2 sets of legs going down at the end of the attack. And then when they go on the hunt, there's the Asian guy with Paul Rudd and
Oh, the doctor?
no. He was a henchman.
But I watched that, and one of the Asian guys, there was 2, or it looked like there was 2 deaths in that scene, but one of them just got knocked down. Elliot helped him back up, and then he got taken out permanently. So it looked like there was 2.
No,
but
it was the same guy. No,
twice.
that's what I'm saying. That
Yeah.
was just that one guy.
So there wasn't as many henchmen death. And in the beginning part, we only saw the one guy get his head stomped.
Oh my God,
got
that was one of the
real
guys. But yeah, that was a great kill.
So anyway, who is our winner this week?
The winner this week is Mackenzie.
You know your unicorn trivia.
Yeah. I told you I'm a horny, magical friend.
It brings her happiness.
Happiness.
Lawyer Elliot Kittner and his teenage daughter Ridley are driving through the Canadian Rockies on their way to a weekend at an estate of Elliot's wealthy boss, Odell Leopold. Along the way, Elliot accidentally hits a unicorn with his car. When Ridley touches its horn, she's overwhelmed by strange cosmic visions. Elliot, panicked, finishes the creature off with a tire iron. At Leopold's estate, Elliot hides the unicorn's body, but Ridley notices immediate changes. Her acne clears, Elliot's eyesight improves, and even his allergies vanish. The Leopolds discover the wounded unicorn and their assistant Shaw shoots it. Realizing the creature's healing powers, Odell and his scientists, led by Dr. Song, begin experimenting with its horn. Odell's cancer is cured, and he sees a fortune in exploiting the unicorn.
So this movie opens up on an airplane, and I thought this was such an interesting way to kind of start the movie with her head on his shoulder, and you're thinking, oh, it's kind of a cute daddy-daughter moment, and then he prioritizes his work over his daughter. It kind of got that subtle cute. Is that what you got too?
Oh, absolutely. But my favorite bit of that whole thing was when he moves and her head bounces off the fucking armrest.
It's like, what the fuck?
And then he's like, oh, you fell asleep on my shoulder. Why would I do that?
Yeah. And so that kind of shows us right there that there's a distance between the two.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get a opening montage it is a quick montage of them getting their luggage, getting the car, and now we're on the road.
We also get quickly kind of seeing that things are already starting to go bad because you hear over the intercom that their plane is delayed. And what do they say? That they brought the wrong stairs. And even the pilot says, how the fuck does that happen?
Yeah. We're not sure what we're going to do about that, but yeah. And so they're driving to the estate, and we, the audience, get kind of a backstory. I got that dad and daughter, there's a distance or there's a tension in between them. She kind of appears to be this repressed or
I thought
rebellious maybe teenager, and Paul Rudd is career focused, and they're going out to this billionaire's mansion, which right there for me is a fucking red flag, right? Has no one ever seen Get Out?
I thought The Drive reminded me of The Shining.
Oh, a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, a little bit.
And she's basically his pity prop, as she puts it.
Yeah, absolutely. And they try to have a conversation, but he's more worried about letting the Leopolds know that he's late and why he's running late. Then we cut to a cave, and we hear for the first time the shrieks or the roars of the unicorn.
Can I tell you my theory?
No, didn't one of our listeners say no more movie theories, please?
They said no more internet theories. This is my own personal theory.
Okay, first of all, none of them are your own personal theory, and you're never going to convince me of that.
Well, my personal theory is I kept thinking, since these unicorns are just running around the freaking woods, why has nobody ever seen them? Nobody's ever reported them. I think that they were hibernating and they were just waking up when we see this cave, and that's why we're hearing the noises.
I think they were also drawn to Jenna Ortega because she's a fair maiden. The rest, we know that the billionaire people all suck. They don't have pure hearts. And so the unicorns are never really needing to be around them because they're, but
she's
Jenna
virtuous.
Is yes, exactly. She's virtuous. She vapes. She's cool.
I'm going to go ahead and agree with both of you. I totally buy the hibernating thing, and they're awakened by the fair maiden's aura.
Hold on.
I like it.
You're supporting one of my theories?
Nope. Never happened.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to cut.
Well, we know right away that Ridley is cool because of her nose ring.
Yes. I absolutely agree.
Yes, absolutely. And so they're driving along, and Paul Rudd finally gets service, and he's calling the Leopolds, and he's saying, I'm sorry. And he's trying to get there fast, and he starts pressing on the gas, and they start going faster. And then bam, they hit a fucking unicorn.
Did you see when he was on the phone and she was yelling at everything? Could you see the unicorn walk out in front of the car?
Yeah.
I thought it looked a lot bigger when they first hit it than it turned out to be at the end of the movie. Did you notice the size seemed like it was a tiny little thing by the end of the movie when it ran off with the other two unicorns?
No, I didn't pay attention to that at all. I noticed that walking out, and I thought that the filmmakers did a great job of making it kind of out of focus. So you don't see the horn, really. You think, it might be a deer or a horse or something.
When they say they're on a wildlife preserve, so it could be any sort of wildlife. You don't really think unicorn right away.
Absolutely. Well, or at all.
They also
the first thought.
They also had passed a sign that said, killing any of the wildlife will involve imprisonment kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just the impression he wants to make on this family. Sorry, I killed one of your animals out there.
My bad.
That was kind of, for me, an oh fuck moment with the way it hit the car so hard. But the bigger one was about to come.
Stop it. Both of you. No, we're not doing this. It gave me PTSD because a deer actually ran out and hit me one time in a car.
Hit you or you hit it?
No, I'm just driving along minding my own business.
Minding my own goddamn business.
Listening to some Stone Temple Pilots, and bam, some back roads in Virginia.
Fucker came out of nowhere.
Oh my God. And he shit all over the car.
Oh.
I know. I felt so bad. And now when I see a deer, I always go.
Did you have
They're my nemesises.
Did you have the rental insurance?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So they hit this unicorn, and they get out of the car, and they're tripping, right? And they think that, it could still be alive, so I'm going to finish it, Paul Rudd thinks. And so he gets this tire iron, and he walks over to it. What'd you guys think of this whole bit with Ortega coming up and,
Initially, I thought of Me, Myself, and Irene when he's trying to kill the cow, and the cow just keeps like coming back to life. And he's like shooting it. So I was like, oh God, we're going to have to watch. And then he bludgeons it to death. And I'm like, well, fuck. All right.
I thought they did a good job with that purple blood just kind of growing out of it and it making the noises and everything. And we have that tender moment where she touches its horn and then she becomes a woman.
Whoa, buddy.
Is that how that works?
Someone lied to you. I thought it was very tender as she comes up and she's crying and the unicorn's kind of suffering. And like you said, she touches the horn. And I really like the visual of the space and time and the cosmic this and that. And Ortega does a great job of selling it, even though it's just a camera in front of her face. She has to sell it with her face. I thought she did a great job. And then you hear Paul Rudd's voice in the background telling her to wake up. And then all of a sudden, this is very much a what the fuck moment just happened. You hear a splat. We cut to reality and Ortega's getting her face splattered with the blood and
that whole thing and the fact that it was just such the overkill of he doesn't just hit it once, he doesn't just hit it twice, but he just keeps beating on the thing in front of this daughter who's got this expression of just pure shock on her face.
And then we cut to title cards.
Death of a unicorn.
Yeah. So I have always said that if a movie's opening grabs me, I don't really care what happens along the rest of the way. I'm in, and this was definitely one of those moments. So I like that. The cold open was fantastic. And so then we cut to them arriving at the estate, and they've placed the unicorn in the trunk of the car.
I watched this movie with my mom, and she was like, "Why did they bring it with them?" I'm like, "That's a good like they could have just left it, but I guess because it was so magical and clearly not just a deer or something, they had to bring it with them."
I got the impression that they didn't want like a game warden to find it and then trace it back to them.
Right.
Because he's already figuring, one, this is going to fuck up his deal, and two, is he going to get in trouble with the law?
Okay, makes sense. Yep. Yeah.
And so they arrive and immediately, the family's like, what took you so long? And he's apologizing, this, that, and the other. And in the meantime, Ortega's like, this isn't right. What the fuck are we doing here?
And she's like, we cannot stay.
Yeah. And it was at this point, the first time I watched it, I was looking at Paul Rudd going, stand up for your kid. Why are you, just kind of shrugging off her feelings and not paying attention? And, it comes to find out that they're dealing with billionaires and he is trying to cement his legacy, I guess, if you will, or set his place in this family where him and his daughter will never have to worry about money again.
How long did it take you when we meet the Leopolds to just think, God, they're fucking douches?
Oh, well, as soon as you see the mom, she is saying, oh, I just got off of a Zoom and we're helping the refugees. We're evacuating them. Or maybe we're vaccinating them. Anyways, it just like carries on. I'm like, oh my God. It says everything.
Which one of the three was the biggest douche?
I'm going to say the dad. I'm going to say Leopold.
I thought he was just evil. What do you?
Or Odell.
I think this Steph or
Shepherd.
Shepherd. He just sucked. He was hilarious, but I'm like, he was not good at anything.
He's my vote too. Awful. I think he is the biggest douche of the movie.
Yeah, for sure. And again, his comeuppance is quite good.
Yes.
Quite good. And then, Ridley goes up to her dad and she's, Dad, we got to leave. I don't want to be here. And everyone's like, oh, what's wrong, darling? What's wrong? And Elliot's kind of like, you know what? Maybe you should go to the bathroom and splash some water on your face.
You got a little something better. On your face.
Yeah, he's definitely discounting what she's feeling and trying to get rid of her. Not get rid of her, but you know what I'm saying.
Kind of.
Yeah.
It's like, don't fuck up my big business deal here.
Right. And so she goes to the bathroom, and this is where we, as the audience, learn that the unicorn blood is healing. And
because we watch her acne just fade away.
Which is so funny, because when I first watched this on the airplane when they land, she has really bad acne. And I remember thinking to myself, why would they let Ortega have all this acne? Oh, because it's a plot point.
Teenage years, they're rough.
Yeah.
So I had a question.
Yes.
If you had access to the unicorn blood, what ailment would you want it to cure or fix? And I'll go first because I've been thinking about this.
Okay.
I would really love for my eyesight to be perfect. 2020. I don't want to have to wear contacts or glasses. I'd want that unicorn blood all up in my eyes so I can just see perfectly.
What about you?
Well, can I guess what you were going to say?
No. Because that's a private matter and we only talk about it amongst each other.
Okay, so I was going to say for him, erectile dysfunction.
What did I just fucking say?
For me, it would probably be my
Erectile
knee.
dysfunction.
It'd be my knees because I have really bad knees.
It's a toss-up. My eyes, because I absolutely hate wearing fucking glasses. They always get dirty. I got Grandma Sadie glasses. It's fucking horrible. Or my hearing. My hearing's pretty bad. So
I thought you were going to say your shoulder.
no, my frozen shoulder seems to be thawing
Oh,
a
wonderful.
bit. So I mean, look, that's more than I could do
Yeah.
before.
Very
That's
good.
more than I can do.
Yeah,
Very
Yeah,
good.
we think he has the same thing.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Get the cortisone shot.
Let go of the horn now. We can see what you can do with your arm.
Okay, thanks, buddy.
I also want to say I would use the unicorn blood to prevent any illness so that I could smoke and vape and do all the naughty things and never have any adverse effects. Just be healthy all the time. I could just chain cigarettes
so what
and
you're
be
doing,
fine.
you are taking the unicorn blood to make everything you do
Healthy and okay.
Yeah, there is no
consequence free.
Exactly.
Okay.
There is no wrong in abusing the hell out of it.
Right.
I would be snorting it. I'd be drinking it. I'd be using it as an enema.
It's an enema. Your
There.
hemorrhoids gone like that.
Exactly.
Oh well, fuck. Now we're talking about hemorrhoids. I
No
love
more
it.
bloody stools.
No more.
Exactly.
No more.
It doesn't, you don't bleed when you pee. Great.
And so after the bathroom scene, she's in the room that they give her, and Paul Rudd comes to talk to her to like say, "Hey, quit fucking up. This is really important, and God damn it, be normal."
He gives the best father-daughter talk that I think I've ever heard when he says, "All right, look, you had a weird experience. I'll pay for the extra therapy, but I don't see what we stand to gain making this weekend all about you and your special connection to a magical dead horse."
And then bang, the door shuts. She kicks him out. It's such a great
I
transition.
then
can
he
see
ends
you
with-
having that conversation with Elise.
What?
And then he goes, "You look great."
Yeah. And so she's all kinds of pissed off, right? She's hurt. She's
Rightfully
pissed.
so.
Yeah, absolutely.
No one's listening to her, and she's connected to the unicorn. Damn it.
Agreed. And so while they're having this meeting, we totally forgot one of the best scenes is the unicorn that they hit and that's in the back of their car. It wakes up and it starts kicking the door, trying to get out. And people are like, "What the fuck's going on?" And Ortega's looking at her dad going, "We gotta go." Right. But no, they look out there, the unicorn breaks free and the head's kind of stuck in the window trying to get out. And another what the fuck moment is when one of the head guard, that
The
lady,
female guard.
yeah, she comes up and she shoots it right in the head.
Yeah, that I didn't see coming either. Because this was the typical anytime in any movie or TV series when someone hits an animal or a deer and they put it in the back seat, it's going to wake up and destroy the car. So when it popped its head out, I thought, oh, it's just going to rip off the door or something's going to happen. Did not see that coming.
Yeah. And what did you guys think of the whole dialogue as they're all standing over the body of the unicorn trying to figure out what it is without actually saying that it's a unicorn? It's like they didn't want to
I
say
loved
it.
it. No one
They were all
wanted
in
to
denial,
say it.
yeah.
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 Everyone knew what they were looking at, but they couldn't quite come to terms with saying it out loud. So it's a protrusion. It's a horse-like something with a growth, and
I like that was Jenna Ortega to finally say it.
It's a fucking unicorn. Duh.
she's keeping it real.
And what's his name? Griff is like, well, she's kind of right.
Well, he had a comment right before that I thought was perfect when I think kind of started that little scene where they're all looking down where he says, I probably not the best time to be wearing swimming trunks.
That's what Shepard
Oh
says.
yeah,
That's what
Shepard's like, I
Shepard says.
shouldn't be
Yeah.
in a shorts
Yeah.
for this.
Yeah.
Swim shorts.
And so later that night, Ortega's trying to sleep and she has this dream. And she's starting to figure out that she might have maybe a connection with the unicorn, or because she touched the horn, something may have happened. And in the same time, Elliot comes down and talks to Shep, and Shep is in the tub, keeps trying to get him in to come into the tub, have some
Shep
tub
says
time.
that's where he does his best thinking.
That's right.
You can also see just how they abuse Griff.
Oh, yeah. I love that one. That's
Griff.
the whole swimsuit.
Griff, get him a bathing suit.
Nah, really, I'm okay.
Never mind.
So good. And then out of nowhere, you hear the growls
You also
or
see
the shrieks.
You see the lights in the sky too.
It reminded me a lot of the Northern Lights.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think that's what it's kind of
Yep.
supposed to be.
Yeah, for sure. And we know that something's out there, and you can
Well,
hear
Shep
it,
says it's moose mating season.
which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah.
But either way, I was done with this tub. I was done anyway. I'm leaving.
At some point, Jenna's on the computer when she starts to because she sees the picture of her mom. She's looking at her mom. She's the unicorn tapestry. And so she starts researching things. And she brings up that video that shows just a little, the unicorn in the pin kind of explaining it. And then it zooms out and they said, this is what the restored tapestry would look like. And it shows two other unicorns killing everybody, trying to get to the one in the pin. That foreshadows the whole movie. Two unicorns are coming to save the one unicorn.
Oh, sure. Absolutely. And they don't try to hide it. I
No.
mean, they're giving us the story, which I appreciate, right? And then out of nowhere, Elliot and Ridley are woken up and they're taken in for testing.
Felt very E.T. to me.
Yeah, or any movie that, the government comes in and starts testing you because you're different.
I just loved when Paul Rudd's being tested and he turns his head, I think, to talk to Ridley or something like that. And you hear in the background the scientist says, hey, I'm trying to work here.
Yeah, yeah. And then after the testing, they have a debrief, right? What is actually really going on? And they figure out that the horn and the blood have a healing factor. And so Ortega's like, we have to do something about it, or we need to walk away. And the Leopolds are like, no, we need to do the research. We need to change the world. They keep using that as a guise because in reality, all they want is the power.
They also want to make the money off of it.
The money and the power, and really for themselves and the people that they deem good enough.
So they do all the testing. And this is where we come up with they're grinding the horn for the powder.
Yeah.
And then they give it to Leopold, and it's a wait and see type of a thing. Right.
And then he comes out dancing and skipping and all excited because he's all healed.
It cured cancer, if you can
Which is
believe
the big
that shit.
one.
One of the three. One of the top three, right?
It's like, yes.
I love how Shepard brings up that, the cancer charities are just going to hate them, the nonprofits.
The nonprofits are going to hate us.
And because they've cured cancer, Odell and family are like, we have to replicate this so we can make more money. And the chief scientist, Dr. Song, is like, no, dude, you can't. We can't replicate this, period. And Leopold's like, what the fuck? You're scientists. And then Tio Leone looks at the dead unicorn and is like, so this is all we got, right? This is our stockpile. And then we cut to a scene of the Leopolds on the phone with their connections, and they're selling the horn powder to the highest bidder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very douchey kind of marketing salesman kind of feel.
Right.
Like
And
selling cars almost.
oh, absolutely. And in the meantime, Ortega's like, what the fuck is going on? We got to get out of here. We have to leave. And Dad's like, no, wait. It's going to be okay. It's going to be
keeps
okay.
begging him, just, we got to protect this unicorn and we have to let's just walk away. Let's get out of here.
I
Yeah.
think she says several times, like, we should not have given it to these people. This is bad.
Yeah.
And no one wants to listen to her.
Because everyone's driven by power
Yes.
and money.
Yes.
She even tries to warn them that something bad's about to happen.
And they dismiss her like she's just a little girl, right? Especially Shep and the mom.
She even tells them about her connection to the unicorn, saying, I can feel what's happening and I know they're coming.
At one point, I think this is where she even like has all the tapestry printed out and is trying to show them. And the mom, Belinda, just like walks right across them, like just steps across all
Yeah.
of her posters. She's like, honey, come on, let's not do this now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Woman to woman.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up.
And she just walks away.
Yeah. You would relate. The unicorn is moved toward a lab, but its parents, two massive adult unicorns, attack, killing Dr. Song and several guards. Odell forms a hunting party and pressures Elliot to join. Meanwhile, Ridley learns the unicorn is actually a foal, still alive despite its wound. Odell's son, Shepard, snorts powdered horn like a drug, gaining visions of his own and demands more of the unicorn's body be harvested. Out in the woods, the hunting party walks into the parents' brutal traps. Several are killed, including Odell himself. Elliot barely escapes. Back at the estate, the survivors realize the parent unicorns are relentless, coming for their stolen child.
So they are basically, I mean, they vacuum seal the unicorn, and they are ready to move it out.
And I like this bit because this kind of gets us going, right? This kind of amps up the level, turns on the lever. Now we're kind of off. And it all starts with Dr. Song's death. I remember watching it for the first time, and I mean, you know, the death is coming. Someone's going to get killed in the scene, you know. And one of their homages to Alien is at this scene, because when the horn comes out of his chest, it looks just like the chest burster.
Well, what also happens, did you notice that the horn kind of hits his chest, he looks down, and then you get that blood spurt on her face.
Just
Made
like
me think Aliens.
Alien, yeah. And then you were saying with the motion detector, very much the Alien sound. So, yeah, I loved it.
And then the silhouette of the unicorn, like after it's kind of walking behind the tent, reminded me of Jurassic Park.
Yeah, absolutely.
You also got the impression, the way that they were stomping around, everybody was running in different directions, that nobody's safe. These things are just going to kill anything they can get to.
And so as this is going on and the unicorns are coming for their baby, Ridley was already in the car. She was going to get ready to leave, but then all of a sudden the unicorn shows up and Paul Rudd goes to save her and she's trapped in the car. What did you guys think of this whole car sequence with Ridley?
Well, at first I thought, because, you know, after watching it the first time, I thought, well, why didn't the unicorn recognize her as this virtuous maiden right away? And why was it trying to get to her and hurt her? And then I thought, well, she had the window up so it couldn't smell her. Maybe the smell was something, because you notice every time it kind of paused, or any of them paused, was when they could smell her.
Yeah, and this kind of leads us to the scene where she does make that contact. But one of my favorite kills in this is when the guard gets his head stomped on. Another what the fuck moment. So good.
It was good because normally you think they would just come down and stomp the head. No, we get a full of his face asking for help, and just the slow kill as it
Of the
stomps
pressure,
down.
yeah.
The pressure. I feel like you see it like building behind his eyes, and you're just like, oh God, I know it's coming.
But the great thing about this is, like, you're right. When Dr. Song is killed, they flipped the switch, and this went from just being kind of a comic-y, douchey, whatever, to being a full-fledged kind of horror gore film. But I loved when he stomped the head. Did you watch the unicorn in the background, what it did?
It had to wipe that shit off.
It wiped its its hoof to clean the guts off its
Got to get ready for the next kill.
Yeah.
And I appreciated the level of gore in this film. Wasn't too much, and it was very well done.
Did
very
you think,
well
because
done.
I've heard people complain online about it being a little too much CGI, not practical enough. Did you have any issues with
Not at all.
the
Look,
style?
you're
of it?
in for a fun time. And so a part of that is going to be the graphics and whatnot. I thought it was very well done.
That was kind of
Very
my
fun.
impression too, in that I'm not there to see realism or any of that. I'm in there to see some people get fucked up.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And so after the guard gets killed, Paul Rudd makes it to the car and he is trying to get Jenna Ortega out, and he's trying to come up with a plan. And when she does get out of the car, she's like, I got a plan. I'm going to run on the count of three.
Well, I love that because she's under the car and she starts counting. She's like, 1. He's like, stop counting.
Yeah.
Don't count.
2, don't do this. And she takes off. And she runs to a shed or whatever, and she's followed. And this is the bit where one of the adult unicorns sniffs her, I guess. And
And they make eye contact.
Yeah.
I remember that looking at the eye, again, reminded me of Jurassic Park, like a dinosaur looking eye.
Uh-huh.
And then
Yeah.
love is formed. And
Well, you always have to have good eye contact.
you need good eye contact. Yes.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's very important. And so the unicorn slips its horn through the folds of the fence.
because
Through the slits.
it wants her to stroke the horn, so it slips it right in.
And so she reaches out to grab it
sexual.
firmly.
Got cock blocked.
by the head security chick shooting it with a fucking shotgun.
Yeah.
That would do it. That would kind of ruin the mood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then the unicorn runs off, and Elliot runs to Ridley, and are you okay? This, that, and the other, and she's like, it was going to talk to me, or we still we have to get out of here. We're doing the wrong thing.
We were having a moment.
God, Dad, you ruin it.
Well, it wasn't Dad. It was the fucking security lady with the shotgun.
True.
But she also, the security lady, finds blood on the ground, thinking, "Oh, it's wounded. We can track it down and kill that one too." And now we've got 2 unicorns.
That's not what she. Well, that's kind of what she was thinking. But you know what she was really thinking?
What was she thinking?
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
We can kill it.
That's Predator.
Yeah,
Predator is a movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. He was an actor from the 80s.
He was a governor, wasn't he?
Yes, he was
my
the
God.
governor.
Now, is this where we go to
Get to the chopper.
the scene of Odell eating the steak?
Yes.
Oh,
I don't know if I got it the first time.
Oh, I did
He
because
was
it was
freaking eating the unicorn.
Yeah, the media.
it was so purple.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
bloody, and he's just.
And
it
it just he just keeps eating it and
I
eating
love-
it, and he's like, we have a very unique opportunity here, people. We need to find this beast. We need to bring it in. We need to take it to our lab. We need to manufacture and make money.
I just
And
love.
then his wife is all about, we can't let it go to waste. Like it's injured. We can't let it suffer. We should use it and exploit it.
Yeah, justifying it.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
absolutely.
I just loved Ridley's look on her face as she's watching him eat that steak, and I kept thinking, well, she's a vegetarian for life now.
Maybe. Would you eat unicorn?
What does it do for me? Like, am I really going to get the same property benefits?
I don't know.
No, I don't think I want to eat it.
No,
One of the things that this
I ate
movie,
kangaroo once at a restaurant, not in the Outback.
You didn't
And the
hunt
restaurant
hunt it
wasn't
down?
Outback.
one of the things I thought maybe this movie was missing a little bit, but maybe it would have added too much, is that we know that the blood is curative. But when he eats the steak and the other guy snorts the horn, I thought it should have additional effects. Maybe start mutating them,
They
causing
grow.
horns to
Yeah.
pop out their head.
Yeah.
I thought that was maybe one thing that there should have been more effects.
I think that might have been too over the top and hokey.
Yeah.
I think that they are searching for the fountain of youth and immortality, and they think they found it. And so I think the way they did it fit just fine.
Like eating the piece of the unicorn. Can you imagine if that steak had regenerated in its stomach and out popped a little baby unicorn?
Or maybe you sneeze sparkles.
It could have even been like Alien to have this unicorn head pop out of the chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe in part 2.
Yeah, there you go.
maybe in part 2.
Yeah.
When Shepard comes back.
Return of Shepherd.
Yeah.
And so they form a hunting party, and Ridley's begging her dad, please don't do this. Please don't do this. And again, the Elliot's like, no, I got to do it. I'm securing your
say no.
future.
Well, at first he
and-
says, maybe I shouldn't. And the guy's like, well, then you're fucking fired.
Well, yeah. I mean, he caves to the pressure
Yeah.
of Odell, who now thinks he's invincible,
Yes.
which we all know in movies. If you think you're invincible, guess what? You're not.
You're fucked.
So I thought the hunting party reminded me a lot of the sequence when they go in Aliens, when they start off.
And they're all cocky and thinking,
Yep.
we're going to take these things down pretty easily.
Yep. And also kind of like Ghost in the Darkness when they go hunting for the lions.
Mhm.
I got that vibe a little bit. But I
And I'm
like
over here again with Jurassic Park, thinking about the clever girl.
and
type of
we
setup.
get that here.
Yeah.
Right? Because they track it. They find the hurt unicorn, and in the meantime Ridley's putting together the pieces, and she figures out, oh no, they're walking into a fucking trap. And she tries to text dad, and he can't get the text, this, that, and the other. And and the hunting party sees the unicorn, and its horns glowing, and they think it's hurt.
Well, did you get that they had that little scanner, of course, making the aliens noise? And all of a sudden he's like, wait a minute, it's coming from behind us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Clever girl.
Exactly. And then that's when the lady security guard gets it.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's exactly what I thought of when I first saw it. You see the snout come down.
Yep.
I was just waiting for clever girl.
Yep.
Yeah, so good. Really good. And so 2 of the guards get dispatched. Odell and Elliot start running. And meanwhile, back at the house, Shep is talking to the other doctor, the female doctor, saying, now is not the time to mourn. Now is the time to do more research. And while he's doing that, he steals a vial of the
Filed horn.
of the powder,
Yeah.
of the horn powder. And as soon as he goes to his desk and spills it and tries to stuff it back in, I said, that motherfucker's going to snort it just like it's Coke. Cut to him cutting it with a credit card and I love how he's looking at it for a second. And then he goes, oh, for science. And he snorts it up.
When he's talking to the scientist before he takes it, he's like, oh, we should really do this in his honor. Let's keep doing science research and da-da-da. And she goes, I thought you were talking about getting a plaque.
That was good. Yeah.
One of the best lines, because Shepard, I think, had some of the best lines in the whole movie. One of the best lines happened here when he said, well, he went the way he wanted to go.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, what?
No, he didn't. Yeah, that was good. And so Odell and Elliot make it back to the house, and Elliot runs inside, and Ordell stops, and the two unicorns,
mom and pop,
kind of confront him. And I love this pure arrogance of our antagonist, and I love the comeuppance he gets.
Well, I love how he looks at him and goes, you like me, don't you? And I honestly thought he would have been the bad guy to make it to the end. So I was surprised he was dispatched before a lot of people.
The first time I watched it, I kind of guessed that the unicorns were playing possum.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They're saying, we're going to draw you in, let you think what you want to think, and then bam, right up your fucking mouth hole. Such a great kill. The horn goes through his chin, up through his head. It reminded me of Hot Fuzz when the dude falls and goes through the spike.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't, you fucking liar.
Didn't we review that one?
Yeah, I don't know. Did we? And so Leopold is dead, and now everyone's kind of tripping.
But this is also another highlight of Griff. After he gets killed, Griff is just like, okay, we're just going to close the door now. Okay, excuse me. Slowly closes the door.
Yeah.
Griff stole a lot of scenes. I
Griff
felt
was
like
great.
he was just such a good background character.
Yes.
Oh, my favorite Griff scene's coming up. For
Okay.
sure. For sure.
I want to say that Odell's death was kind of a what the fuck moment, but it was more of, and admit it to me, when he got that horn shoved up through his head, did you go, fuck yeah?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
totally did.
Yeah.
I really did. I was like, fuck yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Good riddance, you piece of shit.
Because at no time I felt like I was not rooting for the unicorns.
I loved, well, so when I was watching it with Keenan, he got frustrated. He's like, why do they keep killing the unicorn? I don't like it. I said, just wait, because I guarantee you we're going to be cheering for the unicorn and they're going to get their revenge. And so it was, anytime they had a good death scene, I'm like, get them, unicorns.
Yeah.
Fuck
yeah,
'em.
For sure.
Except the lady doctor, which we'll talk about her death scene. I don't
Coming
know
up
that-
here.
I don't
Yeah.
know that she needed to go so bad, but
Oh, that was, again, another Lost World bit. Because the two Tyrannosaurus
Yep.
Rex rip Eddie apart.
yeah.
So, very cool. And so, after Ordell dies, they lose power.
Did you notice how quickly his wife got over it?
Yeah. But
Maybe it was the panic of the moment.
well,
but-
no. Even when he was like, "Oh, I'm cured of cancer," she's like, "No, let's not celebrate too
Yeah.
quickly." I think she was disappointed. I think she
Yeah.
was waiting for him to die.
Oh, she had plans. She like had cruises booked with her girlfriends. Like
Yeah.
she was going to take that money and run.
Yeah,
Her and Griff were going to have a little thing.
Probably.
I wasn't saying Grip. I was thinking Shep.
Ew.
Yeah,
That's her son.
I know. That's what kind of diabolical, gross family this was.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
How about that? Rich people, man. Rich people.
That's why I'm not rich. It's just too many weird shit. Too much weird shit happens.
Yeah.
I like where I'm at.
Absolute power corrupts? Absolutely. And so the power goes out and they're talking about, oh, fuck, the gate, right? But they also come up with a plan. They're like, we have to get the unicorn, get in the car, get the gate open, and take off. and someone's
Give
like,
baby back to mom and dad.
Yep.
And that'll save us. And then we take off.
And who knows how to open up the gate?
oh my God, this was so
I love how
good.
they talk first. They're going to do volunteers, and I love. Did you notice how Tia Leone's character just kind of moved the flashlight to point right at Griff's face?
Oh yeah, she's like, who has the most experience? Boom, and she doesn't look at him.
No.
Right? It was like meant to be a motion where it's like, but it's pointing right at him.
Well, and I love that Griff is the one who gave them the flashlights. The power's out. They're all freaking out. He's just like staying calm. He's handing out flashlights to everybody. And then he gets nominated.
And I love it.
He loses his shit at this point. He's done.
I don't think this is fair, and I don't think I should do this.
Griff, we never asked you for anything.
You literally asked me for something 5 minutes ago.
Like, that's not true.
And then Ortega's like, I don't think you should go. And he's all, thank you.
Well, they take the vote, and of course, Shepard and his mother raise their hands, and Jenna says, no. And Griff's like, thank you.
Mm-hmm. He said, I think this is the part where he says, I have kids. And they're like, you have kids? Oh, I knew that.
That's
like,
so good.
Just shows how little they care about poor Griff.
And I thought two things. When they send Bishop in Aliens to go bring down the dropship, and I thought when they send Samuel L. Jackson in Jurassic Park to go turn on the power. That's what I thought. So I thought for sure Griff was a goner. So it was nice to see that I was wrong.
Do you know, I believe the director has said this, why Griff survived. Do you know why he survived?
Because he was one of the only good,
He was
actual good person.
They said something about the unicorns could sense family bonds and love, and that you're actually somewhat of a good person, that you love your family, versus the Leopolds are all out for themselves. So they could sense he had kids and he loved his kids, and so he was not a threat to them.
So yes, I was right with my first answer.
I didn't even hear your answer.
Yeah, that's what I fucking thought.
He also is pure-hearted because the fact
Yeah.
that he got out of there and then he comes back with help at the end. Like, he wasn't just like, fuck that family, fuck those guys, I'm not going back. He like comes back with help.
Yeah.
He was the
Oh,
only
Griff.
one who didn't fuck with the unicorns either.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
So he does head off to get the gate open while the doctor is going to go ahead and take the baby unicorn out to the
Wheel
parents.
it out to mom and dad.
But they've already cut off the horn. She's cut off the horn, and they're not giving it the baby's horn. They're just giving it the body.
And I like how she rolls the baby out there and she's like, on behalf of all the humans, we're giving your baby back. Are we good?
I
I
felt
hope this makes us cool.
Yeah.
I kind of felt she was like saying, "Our bad."
Yeah,
Pretty much.
She kind of was.
Pretty much.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And they come in and they tear her up.
Now,
What'd you
guys-
think of this death?
You guys felt it was unfair for her.
I did. I don't think she needed to go like that. She wasn't that bad.
I thought she was good up until the point where she sawed off the horn. And once she sawed off the horn, I thought she just freaking doomed herself.
Oh yeah, no, me too.
yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
That was
she-
her one real crime.
She had an opportunity to get out of there
Yeah.
unscathed or not be a part of it, but as soon as she cuts off that horn, she's fucked.
Yeah,
Well, I
for
think
me-
for her, like, sorry, the fact that when everybody else got killed, it was pretty instant. When the head gets stumped on, it's like, help, dead. Our main Odell, he gets head through his mouth hole, dead. She gets pierced and then gets pulled apart. I'm like, oh God, she couldn't just get stabbed. She gets, anyways.
Yeah, everyone who seemed to get, the brutal deaths. Dr. Song, we see that scene where he cuts the baby's throat to drain the blood. She cuts off the horn. The other guy eats the steak. They all do something nasty that gets them their comeuppance.
Yeah, I agree. As the unicorn closes in, Shepard tries to control the situation with violence. Belinda is gruesomely killed, and Shepard attempts to bind the unicorns while holding Ridley at arrow point, convinced that a pure-hearted maiden like her can calm them. Instead, the unicorns respond only to Ridley's compassion. Elliot turns on Shepard, stabbing him with the stolen horn, but Shepard fatally wounds Elliot before being kicked to death by a unicorn. Ridley shares her vision with her dying father, visions of connection and hope. Moved, the unicorns miraculously heal Elliot and revive their foal before leaving peacefully. Just when it seems over, police arrive. Seeing the carnage, they arrest Elliot and Ridley as suspects. As they're driven away, the unicorns return, ramming the police cars into the lake. The film closes with imagery of the legendary unicorn tapestries, revealing that this violent, surreal saga has been part of history centuries in the making. Roll credits. And so we're getting into this third act, right? They have the baby, they have the horn, they're kind of trapped inside the house, and the unicorns are kind of surrounding it.
Well, they're stalking them in the house.
Yeah, they get into the house, and then they're split up, right? One unicorn goes after Mom and Shep, and the other unicorn goes after Ridley and Dad. And I think that the death of Belinda is probably my favorite. It is fucking harsh, right? They're running around the house. They're trying to get away, and they're trying to get the horn because they cut off the horn. It's going to be worth all this money. And as they're getting away or they're being stalked by the unicorn takes its horn and goes right through the bookcase.
Well, right before that, they open up the container where the horn's in to see there's no horn in there. So somebody has taken the horn.
Yeah.
And somehow Shep has like had a part of the like sawed off horn enough that he just kind of keeps doing it, keeps snorting it, keeps ingesting it. And his mom was like, I thought you were on the wagon. He's like, Mom, this shit's in my brain. Like, I got ideas.
I'm
Yeah.
a genius now.
I'm a genius.
And he actually is becoming smarter because he says something about, Mom says, hey, can I throw this air tank and it blow up like they did in Jaws? And he says, well, yes, Mother, if you take the gas and on the blah, blah, blah. And she's like, how do you know
You
that?
don't know that.
Yeah.
I do. This shit's in my brain.
But Shepard also says at the point of, we can't do that because you're going to blow up the unicorn and we want the unicorn.
right.
Yeah. So,
Oh, 'cause we didn't talk about the fact that they say, okay, now we need Ridley. We're going to basically sacrifice her, use her as bait to corral them. And then that's when Elliot is like, the dad is like, no, we're doing our own thing. Good
Yeah.
luck with your survival.
because Shep, being as smart as he is, puts the whole mystery together.
I was kind of waiting when Shep starts talking about, we need this righteous, pure, maiden and
You
everything.
went to Virgin, didn't you?
I was thinking she was going to say, well, there was this one time in college. 2 guys, a girl, and
Oh, you would.
Unicorn orgy.
Unicorn orgy.
lots of horns.
And so, Shepard's like, we're going to sacrifice Ridley. And Elliot's like, the fuck you are. And they get separated. And now one unicorn is stalking each party. And Tia Leone's death, I think, is one of my favorite. What'd you guys think of this when she gets disemboweled on the fucking pool table?
You knew it was coming. You knew she was probably one of the next to go. I couldn't decide if it was her or Shep. I figured Shep was going to make it to the end. But when that horn comes through the bookcase, I wasn't expecting it to be that quick and then just to yank her through.
Yeah.
Especially when she's like, I think they're leaving. And before she can even finish leaving, she's pierced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love any horror movie where the camera's on the subject and then the subject gets pulled out of frame. I love that effect. And so that's what the unicorns are doing. They're pulling her and then he starts just fucking with her, right? He starts throwing her up by her
Orca
leg.
whale
I
style.
call it ragdoll. Basically, he was just ragdolling her all over the place.
And he's playing with his food, right?
Yep.
And so lands up on the pool table and she takes the tank, does the gas, and Shep in the meantime kind of puts a flaming arrow together.
Did that feel like Rambo, like with the flaming arrow?
Oh,
and
sure.
Pointing it?
Oh, sure. A little bit. She keeps saying, do it, Sheppy, do it, Sheppy. And like you were saying earlier, if we blow it up, it's worthless to us.
Yeah.
And he's like, no.
When he said,
He's like, sorry, Mom.
forgive me, I thought he was actually going to shoot the arrow and, of course, blow up, but then it was going to regenerate and all that. I didn't expect him to turn around and just walk away.
Oh, no, because money for this family is above anything else.
Yep.
Yeah.
Money
Yep.
is above relationships and mom and dad. Nope.
Yep.
Where's my money coming from?
And then she gets eaten.
And she dies.
And then in the meantime, Ridley and Elliot are upstairs and they have a wonderful bonding moment where Ridley's like, I fucked up. I misread it. This is my fault. And Pop's like, no, all of this is my fault because I didn't know how to process the loss and I put you to the side and I was trying to do all of this for you. I'm sorry. I'm the one you got stuck with.
He also
And I just went, oh,
yeah.
he also pulls out that he's got the horn. He's the one that stole the horn, and he did it for selfish reasons. He was going to use it to get money for them, and I think it clicks with her of she didn't fuck up. Giving back the baby was the right move, but those two unicorns knew the horn was missing, so they came into the house after the horn.
Baby was incomplete.
And not necessarily to kill Elliot or Ridley.
No,
right? But we don't know this till later.
I think they were just sensing that he had the horn, and so they were following him.
Yeah, I do too. And I think that they killed Mrs. Leopold for fun.
Yeah.
Or revenge.
I mean, she needed to die.
And so Elliot and Ridley are going to make a run for it. And they start to run. And then Elliot pulls a Spock and closes the door and tells her to run. And he says, I love you.
Get to the car.
Get to the chopper. Go, go, go. And she takes off. And the unicorn comes in. Elliot gives it the slip. And
I kept thinking the whole time he's running, there's no fucking way he's outrunning that unicorn.
No shit, right?
That thing was moving so fast.
Yeah. I was like, maybe the horn's giving him like extra speedy power, but I had the same thought. I'm like, I don't think he could outrun the unicorn.
Well, when I'm holding my horn.
Are you fast?
Extra speedy?
Yeah, I'm a little fast.
Yeah, that's what Julie said.
Sorry, Julie.
Yeah. You do listen to the show.
I told you.
I love it.
I listen every week.
I love it. And so, what's his name? Shep makes it outside, and he sees Ridley, and he says, "Okay, guess what? I'm going to hold you with my bow and arrow."
I love how he says, "I really didn't take that many lessons."
Yeah, you better not move because I could fucking fuck up. And so he uses her as bait. He stands behind the baby. He puts Ridley in the middle. And this is where Papa Unicorn comes in. And he kneels and he falls asleep. And I thought it was really kind of a tender moment, right? Because she's petting it and she has compassion and they have a connection with each other. And then Dickhead comes around here and starts to tie up.
He's like, yes, I knew it would work.
My first thought was, of course, remember how we talked about that they must be smelling something on her, the purity on her.
Oh my God, I don't want to know what you're going to say.
And for them, I think she was weed. I think she was their pot because you notice how mellow he got. And he just wanted to lay there. He didn't get the munchies, but I think he got stoned as fuck.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And then, surprise, Dad comes out with the other unicorn.
Walking with it, but it must have been something with the horn.
Oh, he was following him, right?
I think it just kind of
They both got tired of running, and they're like, come on now. Let's just walk back.
Can't we just do this together?
Give the horn back to my baby. It'll be fine.
And now we know it's Mama Unicorn, and she comes up and does the same thing, right? She looks at Riddler, she gets a little high, and she passes out down there. And Shep gets this brilliant idea. I'm going to fucking tie this one up too. And it's at this moment, Elliot's like, this isn't right. Fuck this.
Shep sees him and says, my man, 50-50, we're going to fucking rule everything together.
And Elliot loses it, takes the horn, and I didn't see this coming. This was another fuck moment.
This was just pure murder, basically.
Yeah, it probably was.
Deserved.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Different topic for a different podcast.
Different podcast.
Yeah, he comes up and he stabs Shep, and I didn't see Shep coming up and stabbing him.
With the arrow.
Yeah, I was like, oh, no.
Yeah.
And then I thought, he's going to die. But the unicorns, right?
They got the magic touch.
But
yeah, they do.
And then when, what's his name? Shep is on the ground. He starts to get up. He notices that the unicorns get loose.
Well, did you hear what he said? He's like, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Oh crap.
He says, oh shit. And that effect looked so great because he mule kicks Shep, and then Shep's body lands in front of the camera. And if you look closely, his jaw's dislocated. There's hoof prints in.
Oh, I had to grab my face. I was like, oh my God, I felt that.
Yeah.
The third time I watched it, because I just watched it again a little bit ago. I saw the outline of the hoof around his eye. And I thought, oh fuck, that's awesome. That's brilliant.
Yeah, so good, so good. And this is another tender moment between Elliot and Ridley. He knows he's dying. And she's like, no, I love you. No. And he says, tell me what you saw when you touched the horn. And she says, I saw Mom.
And she's waiting, I thought.
And mom's waiting for us.
Can I share my other theory?
No, god damn it.
Mackenzie, can I share my theory?
Please.
My theory is that the unicorn's horns and this vision, they have like a bridge to the afterlife or something like that through the magic of their horn. So by touching it, she's seeing that bridge and she's traveling that bridge to the afterlife. That's how the unicorns can keep resurrecting themselves, because they have this bridge. When they die, they can go over there and then they can use their special unicorn power in their horn to come back to their bodies.
So yeah, it was kind of a glimpse into the afterlife, and she tells Elliot, "Mom, part of mom's waiting there for us." And Elliot's like, "You know what? Maybe I'll be there too, waiting for you."
I like how
You
you
know?
also said right before that, I hope you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. And so he dies. And mom and dad unicorn are like, "No, we're not done yet."
Did you notice they almost seem to look at each other and
I
have
was
like a
gonna
little
say that.
conversation?
They're like, "Are we gonna do this?
And she's like,
Okay,
yeah.
come on.
I felt like the mom
Let's
just
do
said,
it.
go fucking do
Go
it.
get him."
Yeah, and so the dad picks up Paul Rudd, drags him over, puts him on baby unicorn, puts the horn down, and then they cross the streams.
Yeah.
They tummy sticks it.
yeah,
But
playing some
horn
tummy
sticks?
sticks.
Yeah.
Horny sticks?
Horny sticks.
Okay, I'll
Head
go with that.
sticks?
Sometimes you got to touch sticks.
You got to.
Absolutely.
If you want the magic to happen.
Exactly.
Because it gets glowy, and the baby's unicorn reassembles. Paul Rudd
up.
wakes up.
Did you notice as soon as he woke up, he got the fuck out of there?
Well, wouldn't
he
you?
scooted
There's
away real
multiple-
quick.
You got multiple murders. You got multiple dead bodies around.
Those giant hooves are next to your head. You already saw what
Yeah.
it can do to a head. You're like, bye, thanks.
And so they take off. And so the unicorns take off.
Well, one of the things I appreciate, and I kind of wish they had done, as that black cloud grew, I thought maybe the blackness of the unicorns would just kind of go off into the black cloud, but they did fade back to white, pure, everything,
Because they're not angry
They
anymore.
were
That's what I'm
happy.
saying.
They were reunited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you notice
All
that
that
baby got
stress
the
was gone.
fuck out of there. I don't think he's going to be around humans anytime soon.
Yeah, no, the baby's like, fuck this
And
noise.
he's going to listen to mom and dad and not run off by himself.
That's right. That's right. And then Griff comes back with the police.
I just love how they're hugging.
Which is helpful.
And
until...
they look over and they see Griff with the police, and then they look at each other and what does Jenna say?
Fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Because, I mean, again, multiple dead bodies on the premises.
They
looks
look
a
over at
little bad.
Shep and
Yeah.
they see, oh, yeah, they're going to blame us for this shit.
Yeah.
And so this ending bit I really appreciated, because it was like, okay, you helped us out, we're going to help you out. But does that mean they're now fugitives? They had to have gotten somewhere along the line. You would think that the police, when they arrested them, called in all the information.
Yeah, we hear her saying like, "Oh, there was multiple people killed, and I have the two survivors. Okay, that makes them suspects.
Well,
I
Griff-
hope you guys have a good lawyer."
Yes, yeah.
Well, Griff saw everything. He was part of it. He knows what the fuck happened and how everybody died. He's basically their witness.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
now the unicorns come out and free them.
by like probably killing the sheriff.
But yeah, they might have.
Well-
it depends if the sheriff's a good person or not.
True.
So thus making them really fugitives.
The director wanted it to be an ambiguous ending. He didn't want you to know what really happened, but he did suggest that everybody died when that car crashed, but the unicorns just brought them back again. And the reason why they did it is because touching the horn and doing all that, they have become part of the unicorns clan.
Okay, duh. Everybody got that.
Yeah.
Thanks, director.
They might as well just go back to the
But I think
mansion, get rid of all the dead bodies, and they can just live there with the
Well, I
unicorns.
figured
Oh,
they
there you go.
became the
Sit in the hot
unicorns
tub.
like servant, like Renfield with Dracula.
no, they're the unicorn whisperers,
Yeah.
right? They kind of live together in harmony.
I figured now they just
Yeah.
follow around, they clean up the poop, they get them
no,
the food.
unicorn poop might be magical. Maybe
Probably
someone,
cupcakes.
maybe somebody should be snorting that shit.
Yeah, there's
So-
that.
Mhm.
And that was Death of a Unicorn. All right, what do you guys think? Are you guys ready to rate this flick?
I'm ready to rate this flick. John, are you ready to rate this flick?
Does a unicorn shit in the woods? No, really. I'm asking. Do they?
Mackenzie, how do we do our ratings?
We do our ratings on a scale of 0 to 5 fucks. A 0 fuck movie being, that was a fucking waste of my time. Never again. A 5 fuck movie being cinematic gold.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you,
Excellent.
Mackenzie. Absolutely. Here at The Three Guys, we have a tradition with our guests to either go first or not to go first.
I will not go first.
Okay, well, there you go. And since it was my pick, I'll go first.
You go first.
I thought Death of a Unicorn, though kind of formulaic, point A, point B, this, that, and the other, for that kind of a movie, I thought it was pretty original. I really enjoyed the cast. I appreciated that the location was pretty much just that compound, right? So there weren't a lot of different locations. Everyone was trapped in a confined space, and it was about them problem solving and trying to get out of it. I appreciated the message, right? Cruel people suck, and we always exploit and take advantage of things for the almighty dollar. And this is a way for, the good people in the world, like the Ridley character, to say, hey, we don't have to put up with that shit. And, if there's unicorns about, you're going to get what you fucking deserve. Overall, I had a fantastic time with this. I am giving Death of a Unicorn 3.75 fucks. So there you have it.
Would you like me to go next?
Do it.
But before I do, Mackenzie, would you like to guess my rating?
I am never good at this. Anytime I listen, I'm off. But maybe being here tonight, I'll get it. I think you'll give Death of a Unicorn 3 fucks.
3 fucks from Mackenzie. What do you say, Don?
I think you're going to go as high as 3.5.
3.5.
Is that right or wrong?
I'm not telling you. Final answer?
You're staring at me, so I feel like...
Should I stare at Mackenzie?
Oh, no, I think it is 3.5 because if I was wrong, he would go, are you sure that's your final answer? So, yeah, I'm going to go with 3.5.
Okay. Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega fit well together as father and daughter, though Rudd was toned down from his usual comedic groove, and it often felt like he was holding back. The film actually made unicorns feel menacing. Will Poulter and Tia Leone were unsettling as villains that worked, and the supporting cast added some nice texture to the film. Visually and story-wise, it leaned heavily into its dark fairy tale horror vibe, which I loved, but at times the tone skated the edges of completely absurd. Still a unique, weirdly fun entry into the creature feature genre. It actually reminded me of classic movie monster horror movies. I did feel like at times it skated the edges of either being absurd or being gore-fest horror, and I wish it kind of would have leaned one way or the other a little bit more. It's for those reasons I'm giving Death of a Unicorn 3 fucks out of 5.
No way!
Nailed it. Good job, Mackenzie.
What's her batting average?
1,000.
Heck yeah.
1 for 1. Now you can retire.
Yeah.
I retire with the greatest average ever in Three Guys history.
Or magical horn drop.
There you go. I like that. Good job. All right. Are you ready?
Yeah. I really enjoyed watching Death of a Unicorn for lots of reasons. I liked that we just kind of got right into it. It did not take any time getting started. I thought the kill scenes were freaking great. Not too gruesome, just enough where it made me go, "Ooh, fuck." I would watch it again. If it was on TV, I would totally enjoy watching the flick. I think I'm going to give Death of a Unicorn a solid 5 fucks. I really enjoyed it. I was kind of surprised at how much I enjoyed it, but I would totally watch it again. And I gotta love my magical horny friends.
Cinematic gold from Mackenzie.
We do have one more rating.
We just got it in. I felt it through a magical horn. And
kind of just poked up into you?
Yeah, and my eyes rolled back in my head. And anyway, I digress. The professor has given Death of a Unicorn 1.5 fucks.
Professor, he didn't watch the right movie.
with 1.5 fucks from the professor, 3 solid fucks from the comic book guy, and 3.75 fucks from yours truly. That gives Death of a Unicorn an average of 2.75 fucks, which now puts it in the 28th spot, tied with Thanksgiving, Team America, World Police, and The Black Swan. It is slightly better than Atonement, Scrooged, and The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. And it is slightly worse than Tommy Boy, Solo, A Star Wars Story, The Never-Ending Story, The Last Dragon, and Willow. So there you have it.
So we've been hinting at the question, what is your favorite kill? Don, you kind of already said it, but why don't you start us off? What was your favorite kill in this movie?
I am going to go with Belinda's. Her disembowelment on the pool table because the unicorn's fucking eating her. Loved it.
I loved just seeing her get ragdolled.
Yeah, absolutely. What about you?
Mackenzie, did you have one?
I mean, I loved the head squish, mostly just because afterwards the unicorn wipes its hoof. It's like, ugh, done with that. On to the next one.
Exactly. He was dirty.
Yeah.
For me, it's Odell getting the spike through the chin, just because it was just such a yay moment.
Mm-hmm.
All solid choices. I will say, though, my honorable mention is fucking Shep getting meal kicked. Makes me fucking laugh every single time and go, oh, fuck.
Yes.
I just like how he says, oh, fuck, right before or something like that.
Yeah, so good. So good. All right, that is going to wrap it up for this episode of Three Guys in a Flick. If you would like to know which movie we're going to be reviewing next, please check out the website. Speaking of which, hey, John, where can they find us?
I don't know, Mackenzie, where can they find us?
At 3guysinaflick.com and Instagram, 3guysinaflick.
And anywhere you get your podcasts.
You can also find us at anywhere you can get our podcasts. And on social media on Tuesdays, I've started posting what movie we will be releasing on that following Thursday. You can also, in the comments, either on our website via our web form or via social media, you can leave a comment of a movie you would like us to review down the road.
All right. Speaking of comments, this week's comment of the week comes from
Shannon B., who actually suggested putting the Wraith into the helmet. So a little Charlie Sheen. That'll be kind of a fun throwback. Her comment was, enjoy the show. Discovered your podcast about 6 months ago, and I am hooked. Can't wait for you to review Return of the Jedi. I'm about halfway through all of the past episodes. I love the insight, especially most of the movies I grew up with, just like you guys. Bravo. I chose The Wraith because it's a cult classic 80s film, and I loved listening to some of your other 80s cult classics you have done. My favorite of those is Big Trouble in Little China. Keep up the great entertainment. I give your show a true 5 fucks.
Well, thank you very much, Shannon. We really appreciate the kind words. I also want to thank McLovin for throwing Death of a Unicorn into the Broncos helmet. We had a lot of fun watching and reviewing it. We hope you have a lot of fun listening to it, which you won't, but that's cool. I also want to give a very special thank you to Mackenzie for coming on to the show. Did you have a good time?
Yeah, I did. It was great.
Well,
It was magical.
you did a fantastic job.
Yeah, better than Keenan. Because he'll never hear this because he doesn't listen to the show.
Oh, well, there you go. I love it. I love it. I also want to thank anyone who listens and who has suggested a movie. If you keep listening, we'll keep recording. For Three Guys in a Flick, I'm Don.
I'm John.
I'm Mackenzie. That horn was rather girthsome.
Three guys with some mics, yeah, dive into the flicks. We're here for the real talk, no time for the tricks. Don is the captain, steering us right. Kid drops knowledge, shedding light. John with the comics, bringing the hype. From the good, the bad, to the absurd, we break it down, make sure you heard. Passion for the screen, we ride or die about movies. You know we always give a fuck, no lie.
All sweat is no fun.
You know what else is no fun? Poopy balls, which my son gets a lot of. Yeah.
My grandson. That's okay. All right, let's get started, shall we?
How much time do I get to go into unicorn lore?
Not that much. Not that much. You should know by now when you tell me not to do something, I'm going to do it.
Tell him how excited you are to read the names.
There you go.
I am so excited. As long as I can just do Antonio Banderas.
Antonio Banderas. Do 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 do.
She even knows the song. She's the best.
Yeah, at least one of your children watch or listen to our podcast.
Yeah. Yes. And
Thankfully.
I mean,
That's why I'm the favorite.
Yeah.
hands down.
You're my favorite.
Yes.
Why are you laughing?
That sounds bad. Finishes the creature off.
Prioritized. I also want to thank McLovin for throwing Death of a Unicorn into the Broncos helmet. We had a lot of fun listening to it. I know you're not going to listen to it, so I hope that everyone else has a good time listening to it.
I hate to say, but you said we had a great time listening to it.
Oh, did I?
We had a great time reviewing it.
Oh, well, thank you, Captain fucking Obvious.
So why don't you
I
start that
reviewed
whole
it,
shit again?
And I'm going to listen to it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Thanks for listening. It's a fucking unicorn.
Oh, you could say this one.
When do I get to say penis?
All right, here comes the time we have all been waiting for. How many you got there, guest?
Just one. It's not very good.
What is it?
Okay. Dick of a unicorn.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Eh.
What do you got?
Girth of a unicorn?
Okay. You got any more?
I got a bunch more.
Oh, fuck me. I have Dong of the Uniporn.
I have something very similar. I had Death by Unicorn.
Ah. I had, no, that's all I had.
Keenan had breast of a unicorn.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Good one. I had Desire of a Unicorn.
That's more like Cinemax,
Yeah.
right?
And then I had one more. Depth of my unicorn horn.
I think Depth of the Unicorn might be.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you have Professor? Oh, wait. He's not fucking here.
May all of your days and nights be filled with happiness.
All right. Fuck off. Good night.
Good night.
Tune in to the thrill, catch the vibe. As three guys in a fight, keep the passion alive.